Every year on May 4th, people across the globe pause to recognize a group of workers whose efforts often go unseen, but whose impact is felt in every corner of our lives. We celebrate International Coal Miners' Day, a special occasion dedicated to honoring the incredible men and women who have devoted their lives to mining coal. It's a day to honor the men and women who've worked deep underground, powering our world for centuries. Their labor, often in harsh and dangerous conditions, has fueled the growth of nations and the progress of civilization itself. These unsung heroes brought light and heat into our homes, fueling progress and industry. Their sacrifices have made it possible for families to gather in warmth and for industries to thrive. Coal miners are the backbone of our modern society, facing danger and hardship to provide for their families and communities. Every shift they descend into the earth, braving darkness, dust and risk, all to keep the world above moving forward. This day is our chance to say thank you for their hard work, bravery and sacrifice. It's a moment to recognize their resilience and the vital role they play in our daily lives. The electricity that charges your phone, the steel in our cities, the trains that cross countries, all have roots in the dark tunnels of a coal mine. The comforts and conveniences we enjoy are built on the foundation of their tireless work. From the Appalachian Mountains to the coalfields of China, Australia and India, miners continue to play a vital role in our global economy. Their efforts connect continents and cultures, reminding us that energy and progress are truly international endeavors. International Coal Miners' Day unites us in gratitude, raising awareness and sharing stories from around the world. It's a time to listen, to learn and to appreciate the diversity and unity within the mining community. It's a day to shine a light on those who work in the dark, often far from the spotlight, yet essential to our way of life. As we explore their history and challenges, remember the strength and impact of coal miners. Their story is woven into the fabric of our societies, shaping the world as we know it. We owe them so much, and taking a day to honor them is the least we can do. Our gratitude should extend beyond this day, inspiring respect and support for miners everywhere. It's about respect, remembrance, and ensuring their legacy is never forgotten. We remember those who have lost their lives and those who continue to work with courage and determination. Let's give it up for coal miners. They truly deserve our deepest thanks. Their dedication and spirit inspire us all. Their story is one of strength, community, and profound impact. Today we celebrate them and we promise to keep their legacy alive for generations to come. Coal Miners' Day has its roots in India, chosen to remember the tragic Chasnala mining disaster of 1975, where 375 miners lost their lives. This tragedy sparked a movement for safer working conditions and a day of remembrance. What began as a national day of mourning grew into a global event, uniting mining communities worldwide. Across countries like the UK, Poland and the US, miners have long been honoured through local festivals and memorials. May 4th now brings these traditions together under one international banner. Today, International Coal Miners' Day connects miners everywhere, reminding us of their shared struggles and contributions. It's a powerful symbol of solidarity and respect. No matter where you are, the courage of a coal miner is something to be celebrated. A local tribute has become a global legacy. Coal mining is one of the world's most dangerous and demanding jobs, requiring immense courage and resilience from those who choose this path. Every day, miners descend into dark, narrow tunnels, far below the Earth's surface, facing the constant threat of cave-ins, explosions and sudden floods that can trap them without warning. The physical toll is immense. Breathing coal dust over years leads to black lung disease, a slow and painful illness, while the relentless heavy labour causes chronic pain, injuries and exhaustion that linger long after a shift ends. The risk of sudden disasters, like the tragic Chasnala explosion, is always present, reminding miners and their families of the ever-present danger. Beyond the physical dangers, miners endure intense mental and emotional strain, working long hours in darkness, isolation and high-stress environments that test their resolve. The bonds between miners are strong. They trust each other with their lives, relying on teamwork and camaraderie to survive the harsh conditions underground. When tragedy strikes, the loss is felt deeply by entire communities, as neighbours, friends and families come together to mourn and support one another. Families live with the daily worry of loved ones not returning home, their hearts heavy with anxiety every time a siren sounds or news spreads of an accident. The sacrifice of a coal miner is shared by their families, who bear the burden of uncertainty, hoping for the best but always fearing the worst. Their bravery is extraordinary, facing risks and hardships most of us can't even imagine, driven by the need to provide for their loved ones and communities. Mining is more than a job. It's a daily test of strength, endurance and resilience, demanding everything from those who enter the mines. Every shift is a gamble with fate, a roll of the dice between survival and disaster. Yet miners return day after day. Their sacrifices have powered our world, fueling industries, lighting cities and shaping the course of history. We must never forget what they endure and honor the courage and sacrifices of miners and their families, whose strength has built the foundation of our modern lives. Despite advances in technology, coal mining remains hazardous. Modern safety measures have saved lives, but the risks, collapses, gas leaks, equipment failures, are ever present. Long-term health issues like black lung disease still affect miners, even with protective gear. In many countries, miners work in poorly regulated or illegal mines, facing dangers their ancestors knew all too well. These workers often lack proper tools, training and protection, risking everything to support their families. International Coal Miners' Day shines a light on their struggles and calls for safer conditions everywhere. Honoring miners means recognizing both past and present dangers. It's about supporting those who still walk into the mines each day. The dangers of mining are not history, they're reality. Our gratitude and support matter now more than ever. Coal miners are tough people doing a tough job. Coal transformed the world in ways few could have imagined. It was more than just a fuel. It was the spark that ignited the modern age, reshaping landscapes, economies, and the very rhythm of daily life. Before coal, societies relied on wood, water, and wind, natural forces that limited growth and progress. Life moved at the pace of the seasons, and energy was scarce, restricting what people could build or achieve. Coal's dense energy fueled homes, heated families, and powered kitchens. Suddenly, warmth and light were available at the turn of a shovel, changing how people lived and worked. It lit city streets, making nights safer and brighter. Cities could now thrive after dark, and people felt a new sense of security and possibility. Coal powered steam locomotives and ships, connecting continents and driving global trade. Railways and steamships shrank distances, making travel and commerce faster than ever before. It enabled the mass production of iron and steel, the backbone of modern cities, bridges and tools. Skyscrapers, railways and factories all rose from the power coal provided. The world we know was built on coal, and behind every ton were miners working in darkness. Their courage and labour powered the engines of progress, often at great personal risk. Their labour made possible the comforts and technologies we enjoy today. From electric lights to modern appliances, coal's influence is woven into the fabric of our daily lives. Coal's impact went far beyond energy. It shaped economies, societies, and the very fabric of our lives. It fueled revolutions in industry, transportation, and communication. The legacy of coal is everywhere you look, from the tallest buildings to the smallest gadgets, echoing through every corner of the modern world. And at the heart of it all are the miners who brought it to the surface. Their determination and sacrifice made the impossible possible. Their work fueled revolutions and built nations, laying the foundation for the world as we know it. Every modern convenience owes something to coal, from the electricity that powers our homes to the steel in our cities. The story of coal is the story of human progress, of ambition, innovation and resilience, and it all began underground, in the darkness where hope and hard work sparked a revolution that changed everything. The Industrial Revolution was powered by coal and by miners. Factories, mills and machines all depended on a steady supply of coal. Men and even children toiled in brutal conditions, facing long hours, low pay and constant danger. Their labour was the hidden foundation of industrial progress. While inventors and factory owners prospered, miners' sacrifices were often overlooked. The modern world stands on the backs of these unsung heroes. Honouring them means acknowledging the true cost of progress. Our cities, technologies and economies were built with their sweat and courage. Coal miners paid the price for the world we enjoy today. Their legacy deserves our respect and remembrance. Today, Coal Miners' Day is more than history. It's a call to action. It raises awareness about ongoing safety issues and the need for better healthcare for miners. Mining communities have a unique culture, forged by shared hardship and resilience. The day is marked by parades, memorials, and celebrations of heritage. It reminds us to appreciate the human story behind our energy. By sharing miners' stories, we build empathy and understanding. International Coal Miners' Day connects miners across borders, uniting them in solidarity. On May 4th, miners and supporters worldwide stand together. The respect for their work is universal. This day transcends politics and geography. It's about gratitude, unity, and honoring a vital legacy. As we move toward cleaner energy, we must not forget coal miners and their communities. A just transition means supporting workers as industries change through job retraining, new opportunities, and strong social safety nets. Investing in mining regions helps families thrive as economies evolve. We owe miners access to quality healthcare and protection of their hard-earned benefits. Honoring miners is about securing their future, not just celebrating their past. Coal Miners' Day is a reminder to advocate for fair policies and a sustainable, inclusive future. Energy policy is about people as much as the planet. We can build a greener world while honoring our industrial heritage. Supporting miners shows our gratitude in action. That's the real path forward. International Coal Miners' Day is a symbol of respect, gratitude, and remembrance. The story of the coal miner is one of strength, courage, and resilience. We must remember the men, women, and children who risked everything to power our world. Their labor built cities, fueled revolutions, and shaped our lives. Forgetting their contribution would erase a vital chapter of our history. As the world changes, our respect for miners must endure. Supporting their communities is how we truly honor their legacy. On May 4th, and every day, let's thank coal miners for their strength and sacrifice. Let's share their stories so future generations understand the human cost of progress. Their legacy lives on in the strength of their communities and the spirit of their families. They brought us into the light. Let's never let their story fade. That's something truly worth celebrating.